I've got a very pleasant hike to where we're going to do wildlife photography today because as you can see, it is clear blue skies and full sunshine. This is the kind of light you want for a telephoto lens, and so today I'm going to be showing you how to do wildlife photography in full sunlight. But as I say, I've got quite a hike to go, so let's enjoy the sunshine. We're nearly there. One stretch of canal and we are at the field where we're going to do our wildlife photography. Hopefully you're still with me on this really long and hot walk. This sun is intense. I'm not used to the sun at this point. It's been winter and rain for too long and I forgot to put sun cream on. So let's hope I don't end up a tomato. Let's finish this hike. And we are finally here and set up in this vast field. Now I have some beautiful yellow flowers, some purple grass, beautiful colours in front of me. I also have a river behind me. Now there's not much wildlife here at the moment, which is great because it means I can tell you about how to take a photo. However, if something does show up, my camera is all balanced on this gimbal, so I am ready to take a photo whenever. There are some ducks on a log over there, so if worst comes to the worst, we'll go shoot them. But first, how do you do wildlife photography in the sunshine? And I've just set my camera to film a buzzard sitting on a post a long way in front of me. He's way too far away to get a decent photo, but I've set it on video so we can still see the buzzard and his movements. Now, this buzzard is in a very ideal place when it comes to doing wildlife photography in full sun. He is behind me on a pole, and as you can see, there is a row of trees. These trees stop the sun from just blowing out the background. So whenever you're shooting wildlife photography in the sun, try and find something to be the background as opposed to the sky. If you use the sky as the background, it's just going to blow everything out. You're going to get either a silhouette or everything's going to be way too bright, and it's just not a good idea. It also isn't a very attractive background. Having something such as trees, bushes, grass, if it's possible, having something as a background will always make your photos better, and it especially helps when it's bright sunlight. These geese flying overhead, however, are against a white background, so how would you deal with wildlife photography if you are shooting against the white sky? My best tip is to up your aperture. Now, if you don't have a filter, I don't have any gradienting filter, any dark filter on mine, I up the aperture. When the bird is flying in the sky, you want a higher aperture anyway, because the depth of field being larger means the bird is more likely to be in focus. Also, it stops chromatic aberration, which is all the purple bluey stuff you get around the edge of something when you're shooting it in bright daylight. So, if you're shooting something flying in the sky, I'd up your aperture. Now, the buzzard's been here for a while, so I'm going to walk up a path which takes me closer to the buzzard. I've seen a few other people walk up, and the buzzard doesn't seem too afraid, so I'm going to see if I can get a little bit closer. Hopefully, he won't fly away. Now, there's no doubt that the buzzard's seen me because their eyesight is incredible. However, I'm still a very long distance away, so I'm just hoping he sticks around. Let's see, I'm going to frame my camera up and see if it's still there. And we're all good. As you can see, the buzzard is still there and we're significantly closer, meaning we get a much better picture. This also means we're much closer to the canal. So if a bird comes along, I'll take some photos and talk about how to take photos in the sunshine when you've got water, because reflections can be difficult. It also means that I'm now closer to a few smaller bushes in this field, which do attract smaller birds such as warblers and buntings. So hopefully a few of them will come as well, and we should see a nice lot of wildlife while I give you tips. And typical of British weather, I've been let down. Not sure if you can see, there's still a little bit of blue sky, but the clouds have come in, meaning it's now almost an overcast day. We still have a subtle bit of light. They're very thin clouds, but they are clouds, and so it's not direct sunlight, which kind of sucks for this video, but hey, I can still talk about what I would do if it was full light. And as I mentioned with the water, I'll talk to you about how that would work. Now, behind me on the canal, you can probably see the clouds reflecting in the water now, but when the sun was shining, that was bright sun. Now, this is something you've got to be careful of, especially if you're looking through the viewfinder. In fact, when I'm shooting a photo like that, I'll often use the live view. Birds swimming on the water are generally not very fast, and so I'll go live view and I'll let the camera track it, and that'll let me see how much the contrast varies between the reflection on the water and then potentially the shaded areas under the trees. The contrast is something you will definitely notice. I believe the buzzard has just flown away. The contrast is something you will notice when you do this bright sun photography. Shadows are dark and the sun is very bright. So I would normally use live view and take those photos.